Hello everybody, and today we're doing something a little bit special actually. I got a request today, I think my first ever, to do a cast because they liked my work before. So this one's a reasonably long one, it's about an hour and 10 minutes, based on that. And yeah, it was a guy called Olympia Lover. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it seems their in-game name is different, so it's actually going to be a bit of a surprise for me as well. I'm not really sure who's who or who's going to win or anything like that. So that's actually probably a good thing. Okay, just going at the picks just now. I'll go with the teams. On the diary, we got Torfido. Oh, right, okay, makes sense. We got Gardo Varsosa. Abnormalities. I'm surprised I read that properly. Warden, Smiley Face, and on the Radiant, we've got Drew Hoggins, the Jung Sub, Red Robot Pickle. I think that rings a bell. Lady Gaga and Frost Dragon. So that's the team set up there. So far, only picks up is going to be a Skywrath Mage, possibly a mid, and an Elder Titan, also possibly a mid, more likely off lane, to be quite honest. Pretty strong off lane hero, pretty survivable, and late game, if you get enough levels, then he is really good support hero. Because obviously you get the minus armor and minus magic resistance, so people can, the only way to counter him really is just stack strength, to be honest. So yeah, he's a great pick. He's seen a lot more play recently in the pro scene and upper levels, so that's nice to see. Okay, no more picks just yet. I might skip through this a little tiny bit. Right, okay, that should be fine. Right, okay, so on the Reddit, we have, who's this? Drew Hoggins on the Skywrath Mage, one of my favourite heroes. I've actually got a play of him on my channel if you want to check that out. I've got Zeus here as well, another one of my favourites. Actually, I've made a mistake here. Completely forgot to change that from when I was playing last. Okay, we've got Red Robot Pickle on the Zeus, another favourite of mine. We've got Death Prophet, again, another favourite of mine. Frost Dragon there. Is this an all mid lineup? Yeah, it looks like a 5-man mid lineup. I'm just kidding. Nature's Prophet here is Lady Gaga and the Jung Sub on Drow Ranger. And on the side of the diary, we've got a Pugna. Looks like he's going to support Pugna, although it's quite easy to transition into a semi-carry Pugna, even with support items if you get enough early kills. He's going to be going with the Elder Titan there, that is Warden, and that is Torfido actually, I completely forgot to say that. We've got Gardo Verdoza on the Nike's Lifestealer. And on mid here, we've got Abnormalities with Viper. And final one is Crystal Maiden, is Smiley Face. Okay, so lane setups, it looks like Skywrath Mage is going mid, that is... yeah, it's pretty expected, to be honest. Zeus lane, I'm not a big fan of it. Drow Ranger in the safe lane here. Zeus is going with... who's Zeus going with? Zeus is going with Death Prophet. Nuki, but... I don't know. And... I think this Nature's Prophet is going jungling. I don't like this very much at all. It's going to leave Drow... she's a very squishy hero. I mean, she's only got... 1.9 strength gain, and she's going 3 Slipper Star and Healing Salve. She's going to die very easily. Yeah, I wouldn't put your hard carry down there. Anyway, on the top lane we've got it's going to be a Nyx and Crystal Maiden dual lane. That is okay, that's fine. The slow and everything like that works in well with the Lifestealer. The Viper is going to be facing up against the Skywrath Mage, nothing too unexpected here. We'll get up the last hits and dies here as well. It's not right. There we go. No. There we go. Right, that's fine. Skywrath Mage doing what he should do here, firing off the Arcane Bolt and damaging Viper as much as he can. Sometimes better to leave that until you've got level 2 in the Arcane Bolt. You might get a little bit better use out of your mana. But if you're going fast bottle, then that's fine. He's got a headdress, he's going to be going for mech early as well. He's going to be the mech carrier from their team. As I said earlier, Drow Ranger is taking a beating down here against the Pugna and the Elder Titan. They'll be able to take this tower, no problem at all. Pugna, probably not worth throwing these at level 1. They don't do a huge amount of damage, it's half damage, so it's 50 damage to a tower, which is a right click basically. So probably not worth throwing it at that point. He's got, I think, the best intelligence gain in the game, but early game that makes a little difference because you don't have the levels. Zeus, one thing I know about him is he's going to be doing a lot of damage to the Lifestealer. He is an anti-strength carry hero. Because of course you've got the static field, so that means that you can take off percentages of their health. I've missed first blood here. It looks like Skywrath Mage dived a little bit too far there on the Viper and paid for it. That's unfortunate. I do that sometimes myself. You think you've got enough to go for it. You do have enough damage, but you underestimate the amount of damage they're able to throw out. So 5% on 880 gold. Elder Titan's actually doing pretty well here in the last hits here. I would think probably Pugna needs the last hits a little bit more, a little bit faster on the Aghanims or something like that. Looks like just going to try and block these pools if there's going to be any coming out. Of course, Crystal Dry Ranger is going to have no support. She's taking quite a little bit of damage from the Astral Spirit there as well. She's going to throw up some damage here on the Pugna, slowing him down quite a bit here. Throws down the Nether Ward, so they're going to be careful about firing spells here. Lady Gaga is going to come in and try and get the Pugna up. I think he's actually a little bit too slow. The Ring of Basilius start is not going to be enough to get that one, so he does go down. Yeah, that was okay, I guess. The Nature Prophet pressured enough that they're not going to be able to get a kill there. Nether Ward should be getting taken down. Oh, never mind. Cancel that. Dry Ranger's taking a lot of damage here. Threw a Frost Arrow there, but it's not going to be quite in. Yeah, they're going to back off anyway. I don't think they had enough to catch her. Last set is nice at the moment. It's 13 for the Nature Prophet, although that 13 is inflated, of course, because the jungle camps are easier and they give less gold. So if you have a look at like net worth and things like that, he's sitting further down. And then Lifestealer sitting on 8. It's okay. It's not great. Whatever. He's gonna be taking a lot of that harass from these heroes as well, especially once Zeus hits level 3 and gets a static field. I imagine he gets static field before going leveling into light and gold. Crystal Maiden coming in here for a little bit of a rotation, but I don't think there's much she can do at the moment, to be honest. She's got her Frostbite, she's got her slow, but she's not got enough mana to cast both, so she's actually going to miss out on that one. It's a pretty good. Crystal Nova's a pretty good level 1 nuke, just for harassing, to be quite honest. Double damage rune here on the Elder Titan. He's going to be hitting pretty hard if he can get a decent Astral Spirit off. So yeah, it's pretty nice for him. Back in mint here, the Scarif Mage sitting on 520. He's not picked up his bottle yet. Viper's going straight up for the Phase Boots. Nothing out of the ordinary there, I would say. On the bottom here, we have a Haste Rune as well. Ward Vision here, look at dire. I've got pretty decent wards. I would say, well, a decent ward singular there. But looks like Radiant's no support lineup is not going to work out well for them. I mean, they'll have a mech carrier in the form of Scarif Mage, but that is going to be about it, to be honest. Scarif Mage, Deathbox picked up boots, Zeus picked up boots as well. He's going to go fast arcane boots, I would guesstimate. Viper killing Scarif Mage again, and I missed that one because I was too busy talking nonsense, and Pugna kills Dry Ranger as well. Not looking very good here for the Radiant. They're sitting quite far behind. I'll tell you one thing is, late game, I think Radiant would outcarry them. Obviously, Scarif Mage, his abilities scale quite well. Pugna dying to the Radiant there. I think it was a tower hit, actually. But yeah, Scarif Mage's Arcane Bolt scales with intelligence as well, so it can become pretty scary late game. And his Mystic Flare does huge damage regardless. I think I got a buff recently as well. I think it went from 1200 to 1400 damage. So that's quite a lot. Dry Ranger's throwing a bit of a slow here in the Elder Titan, not level 6, so he's not going to be doing quite as much damage as he should be doing. Death Prophet's still not level 6 either, so this tower is pretty secure. Going to be a TP here from the Viper, by the looks of things. He's got his Phase Boots up. He should be able, yeah, he should be fairly safe here. The Nether Toxin should take out on quite a lot of their health, to be honest. Viper's another one that can obviously take down percentages of health and things like that. Lifesteal getting pretty low here, dropping the rage, and oh yeah, he might be landing a little bit too far there, and Viper picks up a kill there as well. Scarif Mage coming in here, maybe see if we can get a clear up, but I think it is over. Scarif Mage is probably wanting to chase the that was a terrible Mystic Flare, I'm afraid. Lead the target. If he's running up that way, then cast it there, because if he's cast it there, then he has to run through it regardless. And there we go, I've just missed another kill there. It was a mutual kill there. The Viper kills Scarif. Death Prophet going down here as well. Looks like Lifesteal may actually pay for this one as well. He's got no wand. Yep, there we go. Down he goes. He does manage to block with the Stout Shield, but it's not enough. So yep, that's 3-6. It's looking a little bit better for Radiant, but not quite as well. If you have a look at the net worths here, Lifesteal is doing pretty damn well, and Viper's doing pretty well as well, and the Elder Titan's doing well. They're, yeah. Pugna's doing badly here. He's got less farm than. I'm missing kills all over the place here. It seems that there's very little notice for these. I'm a little bit out of practice. I've not done this for a couple of days. Well, probably about a week and a half actually. So I apologise for my poor play here. And it looks like Nature Prophet is going to be caught out here. He's slowed down by the poison attack here, and I think he's going to die actually. Only needs one more right click from Viper and he is dead. There we go. And that guarantees the kill for the Viper. Nice play there. You do not try and run away from a Viper, you're not going to do it. Juke for your life. If you'd maybe gone in around about here, maybe tried to get in amongst these trees, summon treants to block the path, and then maybe tried to TP out, but I don't know if you had TP on. Yeah, it was some cooldown actually, so nah. Not going to happen. Pugna does the majority of the damage to that, I think, but Viper picks up the last hit. That is worth it. It looks like Pugna is playing full support this game. It's a good way of playing. Netherward is pretty dangerous. That is going to absolutely destroy the Skywrath Mage if he fires Mystic Flare. Throwing out the concussive shot here, and there we go. That's going to be a kill from the Skywrath Mage. That was a little bit better on the Mystic Flare. Throwing out the concussive shot first. It's always a good idea to pick up a level of Ancient Seal. It's a really good silence, and also it's a magic resist reduction, which is going to work really well with the Zeus and the Death Prophet and Nature Prophet. It's going to work well for pretty much all of them, to be quite honest. Skywrath caught out here a little bit. He's going to see an open wounds coming out here very shortly. He's going to cast this. They don't have any stuns to stop him. Whether it'll kill him in time? No, they don't. Throwing the poison there as well. Don't know why the shop opened there. Oh well. So yeah, Skywrath Mage just managed to escape there. Great space to TP out if you know they not dealing with any stuns. There's one thing to note actually, there's only one reliable stun I would say in the form of the Crystal Maiden. It's not even a real stun, it's a root. So yeah, that's something definitely to bear in mind. I mean, they've got the Elder Titan Stomp. It's reasonably easy if you're expecting it, and you know, it's reasonably easy to avoid. Going down the Netherward here just to try and prevent them from coming in here and taking this down. Because it looks like they're really falling. Makes it a little bit more difficult here. And it looks like, oh, as you can see there, the Skywrath Mage taking a lot of damage there from the Netherward, so he's going to have to be very careful of that in the future, and Viper managed to take him down as well. Oh, looks like this is going to be a kill here on the Viper, so Viper goes down, and they don't actually get the tower at this one as well. Pugna looks like he's going to go down here. Only need Death Prophet to catch one Crypt Worm if he can get in range here, and it looks like he will be able to. Oh, just whiffs it just slightly there. Crystal Maiden coming in with a stun there as well, that manages to stop him. Yep, that's going to be a dead Crystal Maiden, and it looks like it might actually be a... Oh, this is a dangerous one actually, the Death Prophet. All he needs to do is run away here and try and keep in range for her beautiful ladies to do the damage. So that was a pretty good engagement there from Radiant. Good, well played there on the... defense, I don't know. Zeus picks up a kill there on Lifestealer as well, didn't have the rage to get through that one. Unfortunate. Maybe if you tread switched, you might have had enough mana for that one. Although I don't really know what his mana was, to be honest. I think 50, yeah, somewhere between 50 and 75 by the looks of things. Looks like Elder Titan's going to try and go on this Death Prophet. Death Prophet's reasonably tanky actually. Here comes the initiation there from the Skywrath Mage, and he's going to do a lot of damage in 2, and that is 2 down. It's going to be a nice turnaround there. It throws out the Arcane Bolt there, and Zeus should be able to clear this one up. Here comes the slow-moving death, as I call it. There we go. Nature Prophet picks up the kill there. Skywrath Mage not have quite enough. Pugna throwing quite a lot of damage there with the Netherward and his ultimate life drain as well. Skywrath Mage should be okay here as well. He's picked up a Power Treads. That is a decent play actually. You can go Arcane Boots on Skywrath, but the problem with that is later on, late in the game, the amount of mana you get is nothing because, as you can see, Skywrath Mage is 3.6 in game. He's going to have a huge int pool and needs that to cast his ultimate because it's a huge mana cost on that one. It's 800 mana it costs at max level. So he has a lot of mana, but he also uses a lot, which is really quite unfortunate, especially late game. I think the, what's this? Damage multiplier, 1.75, yeah, it's almost 2,000, that's about 2,000 damage or something like that you're going to be getting off of. Well, that's quite 2,000. I don't know. Yeah, it's about 1,500, I would say, roughly, on the Pugna Netherward if he catches out with the Sky Flare there. Looks like Dry Ranger's going to fall down here as well. The oh, actually killed by neutral. Nicely done there. I don't think that was intentional, but still, nice. Skywrath Mage going on this one a little bit too hard, and he's going to pay for it as well. He's not tanky. That's one problem with going with that part of the mech first. You're better getting the other part. You better getting the buckler first, I think, because the armor is more useful than a little bit of regen. It's only 3 regen, to be quite honest, so it's semi-useless. Headdress itself is garbage. The buckler is very good because you get bonus armor, and armor is something he is severely lacking here. There comes the Thunder from the Zeus, not quite able to catch out the Viper. So you have a look at skill though. If he had static field, he would have killed them. Static field is the best, basically.
Radiant's middle tower
You should be equally leveling static shield, static field and lightning bolt. I think that's my opinion anyway, or at least putting a couple more levels into static field because it's 2% extra damage, really. Yeah, it could be more, could be less than 2% every level, which is pretty ridiculous, and it also scales your arc lightning. Arc lightning doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but in conjunction with the static field, if you spam it enough, then it's going to do a lot. Looks like they're going to go for a little bit of an engagement here in the jungle, and the lifestealer using his open wounds on the creep there just to try and keep his health up. Maybe not the best idea, but we shall see. Looks like Drow's probably going to scout him out here. There we go. I think I see him. Yep, there we go. And it looks like this is going to be a dead Lifestealer. Going to wait back up from his team. Lifestealer does not know about this by the looks of things. And they're actually just going to go straight up there and crush that Crystal Maiden. Now, that's actually a very nice combination there with the Sprout Skyflare. Maybe they didn't actually see the Lifestealer. That was a close one. Probably going for the harder carry rather than a Crystal Maiden, to be honest. Zeus going to come in here. The mini stun might be enough here. They've got the courier there as well. They could pick off, but I don't think so. Should be throwing his abilities here. Throw the lightning bolt, and oh, he's running straight through the path of that ultimate there. It's going to be unfortunate. Pugna managed to pick off Zeus there as well, based on the Nether Ward as well. Death Prophet using her exorcism a little bit defensively there, try and push them back a little bit. She should be using this to counter push. Leave the rest of her team to fight and push. I know it's not only Nature's Prophet, but I think Death Prophet can push towers far quicker and more effectively. She is actually going to die here, I think. She was cool. And yeah, exorcism still got a couple of seconds, so if she holds on for a couple of seconds, she'll get full health, which will be pretty nice. Elder Titan dropping really, really low here. All we need one crit swarm for the Death Prophet, and that's going to be quite enough. Scarif Mage dying again, that is unfortunate. He's sitting on 463. He's basically just an ulti, a machine for ulti at the moment. Drow Ranger going in on this Pugna. Will he get? There we go. Managed to secure the kill there. The marksmanship just being out there. Slow, not going, of course, pushing back the Lifestealer. Sorry, the Silence not pushing back Lifestealer, of course, because he's raged. So Lifestealer managed to pick up the Drow Ranger. Well, look at the net worth here. It's probably a little more interesting than Last It's Denied at this stage, because there's been fairly high action. We have the Viper sitting top with 5399. Is that mainly from? I think that's mainly from kills. Yeah, he's sitting on 10-4. Only 15 last hits. Nature Prophet, he's got a Midas. You know, he's expected to be up that high. But yeah, at the moment, it's a real gold advantage for the Dire. The towers are going to account for a reasonable amount of that one. It's 2,000. Oh, sorry. I think it's 1,250. 50, yeah, whatever. It's quite a considerable amount of damage, gold anyway. And they will be able to recoup that by taking the tier 1s. And as the game goes later, it's going to be easier and easier to take those down. I mean, Death Prophet can just go in there with an ulti and take a tower for free, as long as she knows where the rest of the team are. So going to be a bit of engagement here, and it looks like the Nature's Prophet does manage to just get out there. The ulti coming out from the Elder Titan a little bit too late. It has got a very, very long cast time, which is unfortunate. Or wind up time, rather, would probably be the more accurate. Elder Titan's actually got bottle as well, so it's weird. Viper picking up the mech, and oh, very nice. Zeus picking up the Pugna as well. That is what you should be doing, I think. Where it is. Where was Pugna? Yeah. That's basically what you should be doing, Zeus. You shouldn't be stealing kills, you shouldn't be doing any of that nonsense. You should be securing kills that there's no chance the rest of your team can get. So you get your team to shout out, and like someone escapes with 50 odd health and they're slightly faster than you and you're not going to be able to get them. Shout to Zeus and he will kill them for you. Skyflare coming out in the mid here as well. Scarif Mage is going to leg it because he's squishy as hell. Death Prophet using the exorcism here on the Viper. Looks like he's going to go down there, and looks like Zeus takes the kill there as well. Elder Titan picking off the Scarif Mage there as well. He's very, very squishy. Elder Titan trying to go ham on this one, and he's got the Knights back up as well, so it looks like they are going to get this one. Elder Titan might go down the exorcism actually, and it will. Very nicely played. Not quite in range there for the life drain from the Pugna, and it looks like, oh, one more spell? No. Definitely not worth it. Exorcism going healing up quite a bit there as well. You're going to have to be careful with casting. We've got a lot of Nuki heroes here. So they're going to have to be very, very careful with the Nether Ward. Lifestealer getting taken down with the Nature's Prophet here as well, and just missing out the trap on the Pugna. So he is going to escape by the looks of things. Nature's Prophet going for the standard Lipub build. He's going for the Shallow Blade. Unless he's going Battle Fear, but I severely doubt it. Doesn't even work on him. But yes, the top here, it looks like Dry Ranger's in a bit of trouble here, but it looks like he's going to be okay. There's no stuns. Crystal Maiden is a little bit out of range there. Double damage on the bottom rune here. It's not too bad. Nature's Prophet, he's sitting on 1200 gold. He's pretty close to getting that Shadow Amulet and getting this Shadow Blade out. Once he's got the Shadow Blade, he'll be able to counter push it like a machine. He'll be able to take towers left, right, and centre. Elder Titan pushing out the top here as well, and the Death Prophet is there. Probably going to be able to defend as well. That's a Void Stone. It's probably going to be a Bloodstone, I would think. Maybe a Scythe of Ice, but I don't know. It's difficult to say. Death Prophet, normally I go for Arcane Boots Rush. Arcane Boots straight off the bat, and then I go for Bloodstone, and then use the Arcane Boots. You disassemble them. Movement speed isn't all... Yeah, it's nice, but, you know, I like the extra mana that you get from the mana boots early game when it actually makes a difference. Double damage there on the Nature's Prophet. They should be able to get this bottom tower if they really try. It's pretty low, sitting on 380, and there's 4 of them. They should just man up and go for it. They're not going to be able to get that. But Nature's Prophet going top here as well. He's got the double damage, so he should be able to push the top up nice and quickly. Should be no problem at all. Down here on the bottom, it looks like Viper's been caught out here, and it's going to be, oh, there we go, a nice kill steal from Zeus. That's what you shouldn't do with Zeus. Scarlet Mage was going to pick up the kill. Why waste the mana and the cooldown to get the kill? It's very nice getting all your shiny items. I mean, he's going for 4 staff, so he's not going to Aghanim straight. But, yeah, it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. At least they get the experience and use this gold. Scarlet Mage can just afford his Mechanism. Mechanism is not, it started 900. I thought it was 800 for some reason. Nature's Prophet going ham on this Elder Titan. He's going to have to move out of this ultimate or he's going to die. There we go. That is a big mistake there. You juke left or right. One or the other with that. So the Elder Titan picks up another kill there. He's sitting on 557, which is not too bad as an Elder Titan. You're expected to not get kills on him, really. You're supposed to be there for as a semi-meat shield and armor reducer. So yeah, I think, not sure who I favour in this so far. I think probably... Oh, I don't know, it's really quite even. So the gold deficit is not going to be as big a deal here. Dry Ranger is going to get picked off here by the Crystal Maiden. So Maiden does kill. Nice. Level 10, she picked up the Freezing Field. This is probably Purge's Guide. To be quite honest, she is going for a mech by the looks of things as well. Oh no, she's just going Naked Headdress. Maybe there's a bit of miscommunication there. I don't know. It's just going to try and go ham on this one, but there's no point. If you're going to die, then you might as well throw some damage. Make it a little bit more difficult for them if they want to decide to push. Death Prophet going ham on this one a little bit. Lifestealer does not have his rage here. The mech coming out from the Viper there as well. And Pugna does not have his Nether Ward at the moment, so he's going to have to be a little bit more careful. Nether Ward will destroy their team. If I think Pugna could be the real game changer here. This Prophet TPing in just behind. Sorry about that. Anyway, Death Prophet is on the bottom here as well. So I'm going to try and defend. The Nature Prophet is going to use a Shadow Blade and get out there as well. Looks like they're really committing to this bottom tower. I don't think they can defend, to be quite honest, at the moment. So that's one thing to bear in mind. Okay, so this tower is going to go down, basically. The Pugna is going to take it down with the Nether Blast. Probably, rather than try to defend this one, maybe... Oh, there we go. Nether Blast is going to do quite a lot of damage there, and Scarlet Mage can't afford to fire any more spells. He should be taking this down immediately, and they are. And Elder Titan takes the Dry Ranger down as well. So just throwing out his ultimate just at the end there. It's not going to do a huge amount, but it's going to do something. The Nature Prophet does not have a Shadow Blade here, so it looks like he's actually going to die here as well. Oh, not cool. Yes, there we go. Elder Titan throws that big hit with that briefcase and knocks him dead. And that is going to be a dead Death Prophet as well, I think. No, not quite. Regen is just high enough with the Scarif Mage giving her the mechanism as well. It's not going to cancel it. But yep, they're going to lose this bottom tower. I think maybe they should have just traded, to be honest. Went top and tried to trade, or maybe mid or something like that. Top would be the safer choice, I would say. There's not really going to high ground at this stage in the game. But yes. Sorry, that was a mega creep there. On the courier here, it's going to be a Maelstrom, and that is going to be coming out to Guardo, which is the Lifestealer. So Lifestealer is sitting on the Maelstrom, Fire Treads, and Hanamitis, he's not going for the... going for the armlet this game. So, one thing to note.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
Looks like they're going for a bit of a push top as well. Pugna is really coming into his own now as well. Now he's got 4 points in Netherblast and Netherward. Netherward is, it's against, especially against this team, it's going to stop them from contesting these towers, basically. A bunch of people get free towers, and they won't be able to deny them, of course, because Pugna is the anti-deny master. Viper picks up the last hit there as well. Viper is, yeah, he's an okay carry. He's more tank than carry. Lifestealer should be getting most of this one. It looks like he's probably going to be going Basher now. It could be an MKB, but I doubt it. Drow is nowhere near. She has got absolutely nothing. She's sitting on 1-8. I didn't actually even realise she was doing quite as badly as that. That's unfortunate. I think that's mostly to do with how bad the laning stage went for her, and that is not her fault. I think that's probably the Nature's Prophet fault, to be quite honest, because you don't jungle with Nature's Prophet when you're going to be leaving a Drow alone. Maybe they could have done a kind of a weaker tri lane with Zeus Death Prophet and the Drow Ranger, and put Nature's Prophet in the off lane. Could have done that, or put Death Prophet in the off lane. Either one. Scarif Mage is going to throw up the concussive shot there. It's going to slow down Elder Titan a fair bit there.
Is under siege. Dire's top tower is under siege.
Throwing out the swarm there. Trying to cut the creep wave a little bit here. Dire top tower fallen, as GLaDOS just told me. I'm just repeating what she says. That's my job as a caster. And Nature's Prophet taking the top tower. That's fine. Doing exactly what we should be doing with that Shadow Blade as well. If you're going to Shadow Blade, then that's exactly how you should be playing. You shouldn't be getting involved there. And Zeus killing himself there, effectively, throwing out far too much. So Drow's going to fall down here as well. There we go. Life Drain managed to secure it, as well as the Frostbite as well. No chance of getting out there. So at the moment, it's really not looking good for the Radiant, but it is also, in another sense, looking very good because you've got Rat Doto Master, Nature's Prophet. I've lost count of the amount of games that I've either cast or played where it's looked completely like it's going to go one way, and then Nature's Prophet says, no, not a chance. Viper's going to come and react to this this push here. He does not have any detection whatsoever, so he's actually just going to straight up fall to this Nature's Prophet, which is unfortunate. He's pretty darn tanky though. Nature's Prophet does not have enough mana or anything like that, and it looks like he's actually just going to man fight him in such low health. The mechanism making a big difference there, but still, that is a big man fight. Life still killed Death Prophet there as well, so it looks like they might actually get people to take this high ground and maybe rax them. Viper is of course not there. He's got a counter push up top, but it's 4v3 basically. They're going to be having that Elder Titan coming in now as well. So yes, Zeus 659. It's okay. Scarif Mage is coming back a little bit now. He's got himself a Staff of Wizardry. I would recommend with that picking up a Rod of Atos. It makes him a lot more tanky, and the slow is pretty nice as well. We've got a pretty decent slow in the form of the Drow Ranger, but of course you can't rely on her all the time. Duration on the slow is, I don't even know what it is, duration 1.5 seconds, so it's not great. Yeah, so it's fine. Crystal Maiden floating around here. She's sitting on a 4-staff, Tranquils, and Naked Headdress. That's okay. She's actually got Dust as well. That should be deal with that. Nature's Prophet as well. Give you a stomp here, and it's going to catch out the Scarif Mage. There's not going to be any follow up though, so no big deal. On the mid here, on the mid here, the Elder Titan is going to, he's going to be picking up a Shiva's Guard, but it looks things he's not got enough money for the Staff of Wizardry yet. Not Staff of Wizardry, the thingy staff, whatever it's called, staff. Scarif Mage taking a lot of right damage there, and he is actually going to die there. That's unfortunate. He doesn't seem to really understand how the Netherworld works, which is unfortunate when you're playing a hero like Scarif, because he's so badly countered by Netherworld. Looks like Nether Elder Titan's in a little bit of trouble here, but the Crystal Maiden's going to take the aggro here. Lifestealer hitting pretty hard now. He's going to come down here and he's probably going to take out this. But no, he's actually going to run away. He's got himself a Quelling Blade. He should be using it. He did use it there. He's got Basher sitting in the bank as well. I think that was a little bit overzealous there. Should have taken the Scar off and left, basically. Regen down here in the bottom, that should be quite useful for maybe the Lifestealer who's hiding in the jungle here. Nicely done, but unfortunately there is a jungler. So there we go, surprise! And Nature's Prophet is going to go possibly down here. Yep, he is indeed. There we go, nicely played by Lifestealer there. Nice new meta plays. Trout floating back now as well. Not feeling quite safe enough. Yep, definitely a huge moment there. Unfortunately, Nature's Prophet does not have any real damage at the moment. He's picked himself a Mithril Hammer, but it's not going to be quite enough. Really what we're going to be waiting for here is the big items to come online, like the Shiva's Guards and whatever Lifestealer is going to build next. I don't know. There's been no BKBs, so we don't need an Abyssal, maybe an MKB, or Heart, so I don't know. Lifestealer's got a lot of options, so it's fine. It looks like we're going to go for a pipe on the Crystal Maiden. Good use for the headdress, of course. That she maybe picked up before, realised that someone else had the mech. And Zeus is going to go for a raw refresher. It's going to be a refresher. I doubt it's going to be an Orchid, to be quite honest, because that's not fun enough. You can't kill steal quite as hard with that. Drow Ranger has got absolutely nothing. I don't expect anything coming out from her soon. That's going to be a Yasha very shortly. Well, shortly-ish, maybe. She's on 49 last hits, so that is pretty bad for this stage in the game. Lifestealer sitting at 123. You really can't outcarry them. But I think all hinges on whether Nature's Prophet does well in this game, to be quite honest. And he is doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's pushing this tower, but he's not actually. But they may lose. No, probably not going to be able to force high ground yet. It's only 28 minutes in the game. So, to bear in mind. The thing is, the problem is I know this game's long, so I know that Nature's Prophet is going to be a problem. The best thing you can do against Nature's Prophet is end it quick. Drow, pretty scary, but not quite as scary as Lifestealer maybe. I don't know. Do a lot more damage, but Lifestealer, I think he's better late game, to be quite honest. Zeus picking up a nice kill there as well, all the time saving himself with the mech. I was too busy talking crap there to counter commentate on that one. But they picked off the Zeus, they picked off the Scarlet Mage, and the Death Prophet. Pugnaby's back. I'm going to try and counter push this one as well, stop this tower from falling down. It's going to throw out the Nether Blast here, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. It is actually going to go down. No deny as well. Nature's Prophet just getting out there, no problem at all. They should do a trading here, and it looks like that is exactly what they're going to be doing there. They've got the Desolator on. Who's got the Desolator? Desolator on the Viper, so they're going to push this pretty quickly. Lifestealer hitting quite hard as well. Throwing out that defensive stomp there as well. Catching at Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger should not be there, to be quite honest. She gets caught out by anything she's dead. Very, very dead. So it looks like they are actually going to take the Rax here. So that's nicely done. Definitely what you should do. We've got Nature's Prophet pushing. He was only training a tier 2 for Rax. Definitely do it. Definitely do it. I would say protect your towers as much as possible against Nature's Prophet when you can. They're going to do it down eventually, but if you delay it, then it's better. He's got himself his Desolator as well, so the towers are going to push down pretty fast. Elder Titan expecting it to go for this tower as well, so he is going to go for it. It looks like he shouldn't have too much problem taking down his tower, to be quite honest. He's probably going to be okay taking quite a few hits from the tower. He's got himself Shadow Blade as well, so he can just escape if he requires. Go for Roshan here, the Viper slowing him down quite significantly. And there we go. Next Prophet going to kill off the Elder Titan here as well, by the looks of things. I don't know why animation cancelled there. That was very, very strange. Lifestealer picking off the Drow Ranger as well there, and looks like the Scarlet Mage going down there at Pugna, and it's so many mutual kills here. The Nether Ward just getting so many kills. I think that's probably accounted for like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of Pugna's kills, which is pretty significant. So it looks like they're going to take Roche uncontested here. They can't contest. They're down a lane of Rax, so they can't go anywhere near it. Losing there from Crystal Maiden, just sitting there maybe just for vision a little bit. Warding from Radiant has not been very, very good. Aegis there on the Viper, so it's good. So yes. Yeah, so Dire are sitting really far ahead. I don't even want to... Yeah, that's a lot of gold in favour of the Dire there, 1400. I think... I can't remember the statistics. I think it's by 20-30 minutes if you're 10k behind in pro matches or very high level team games. If you're 10k behind, you're going to lose. It's like 90% loss rate or something like that based on that. So yeah, obviously in pubs there's more room for coming back and things like that. People make more mistakes and things like that, and they don't use their gold quite as effectively, but still something to bear in mind. So Sirius maxed everything out here as well, and he is going to go for the refresher. He's just got to get the recipe now, and he's going to go get that. And after that, it's going to be Aghanims, because, you know, why not? It's just how you play Zeus, isn't it? Max the ulti, because obviously the rest of his skills are terrible, to be honest. Yeah, really, really terrible. Yeah, like bolt's only 350 nuke and 145 nuke, and both of those spells do 11% of their health bonus, and they're pretty bad, you know. Sorry, that's sarcasm for places that don't get sarcasm quite as well, and I realise there's some places that don't. Niche Prophet pushing up this side lane here. The Astral Spirit not going to be able to catch him out there. He's going to go around as well. The Pugna's coming in to support as well. They probably do need two to take out the Nature's Prophet. And do they have any dust? Do they have any detection? No detection. No detection. None. Drow Ranger picking off the Crystal Maiden there as well. Let's see how Drow's doing. Drow's got herself a Yasha, and she's got 2 Wraith Bands. Very, very scared of those 2 Wraith Bands. It's unfortunate. I don't blame Drow for doing quite as badly in this game. I really don't, because it was just the lane setups. I think this is. I'm not sure if this is a pub or not. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is just one of Lumpia's friends. I'm not sure if he was playing or not. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's really just you can't carry if you don't have a good early game very easily, unless you just go full AFK farm for like 20 minutes. And by that stage of the game you can quite often lose. Just 4 staffing away here just in time. So I think he's probably not going to escape here, to be quite honest. If Lifestealer can just get in range for the open wounds, but he's not quite going to be able to. Get a little bit out juked there. It looks like Zeus is going to escape as well. He's got mini stun in the form of the lightning bolt as well, so if we get close enough then he can just turn around and whack him with it. Scarith Mage throwing a little bit of damage out there. He's going Aghanims? Okay. For those of you who don't know, Aghanims on Scarith Mage reduced cooldown was ultimate to 0, which sounds amazing on paper. You know, no cooldown, 1400, that's amazing, yeah. But if you have a look at the cost, mana cost, 800, he can only cast it once. You can only cast it once, so the Aghanims is a waste. He's obviously going to be able to get a little bit more out of that, but still. A little bit off target there, to be honest, and his lifestyle is going to escape. You're better leading the target. If you you can actually use it as zone defense as well. Say if Lifestealer is here, for example, and he's in a bad spot, cast it here, somewhere around here. He has to either run through it or run through your team. It's something you really need to bear in mind with that. Lifestealer should be okay. He's sitting on Gem as well, and he's going to go for Heart next as well, make himself pretty tanky, but of course Heart is not going to help him against Zeus. Zeus' static field is going to do a lot more damage to him. I mean, that's 33% damage, 33% of his health gone with a full combo, and then obviously that's only 1.75 second cooldown, it's only 6, so it's really, really quite scary. Sorry, 33, I'm not including the actual damage of these abilities, and that is considerable. So yeah. That's why he works so well against strength. Elder Titan here, he's got himself a Shiva's Garb. I'll look at the items just now, actually. I haven't actually done that this game. So, yep, Scarith Mage going silly build. Silly build. Drow Ranger going for Crit Stick next by the looks of things. Almost the refresher on the Zeus, he's pretty close. I think he's a couple hundred more gold. Nature's Prophet, he's going to go for Orchid, I would think, next, with that Oblivion stuff. Death Prophet, she's got herself a Bloodstone, but let's see how well it's done her. 10 stacks, actually, that's not bad, especially considering how the game's been going. Yeah, she's 3, 5, 16, loads and loads of sport kills. Pugna's got a Shadow Blade. Okay, fair enough, whatever. Don't see that very often, but it works. I guess I can see the point of it, actually. You can get in really, really close and throw off a life drain. No BKBs at all in this game, so I would assume that this is reasonably low skill, especially on the Dire. I mean, obviously Lifestealer's got a native BKB, but a BKB on Viper would reduce a lot of the damage. No damage from Scarlet Mage, no silence from Gyro Ranger, no damage from Zeus, no damage from Death Prophet, and no damage from Nature Prophet's ult. So yeah, speaking of Le Viper, Phase Boots, Mech, and Deso with a Vanguard kicker. It's okay for a Viper. You really shouldn't build too much damage on Viper. Most of his damage comes from percentage based on his poison attack and things like that. Elder Titan sitting fairly standard, and Crystal Maiden going pretty fine there. Not too bad. There's no massive item questions apart from Bad Boy Skywrath Mage here. Going for the Aghanim Scepter because Aghanim Scepters are always worth the upgrade, of course. Every single year, always worth. Elder Titan looks like he's maybe thinking about going high ground here. Oh, there we go, he is leading the target a little bit there, so probably could have worked out well. He's not going to do a great deal of damage to the Elder Titan there. There goes quite a lot of damage there on the Elder Titan. That is going to be his death, actually. I think these extras are going to get her. There we go, and Zeus fires off his ultimate there. It's not going to be quite enough here. He can turn around here in a Thunder Gods and Lightning Bolt, and that is going to guarantee himself the kill. Scarlet Mage in a pretty bad spot here. Viper is tanky enough to take these tower hits, so that is no problem at all. There is a gem on the ground as well, so he's going to pick that one up. And it looks like they're going to get a second lane of racks here as well. Lifesteal is bought back as well. It's on some boots travel as well, so he's going to probably just teleport straight back in here. Actually, what I didn't notice here is Nature Prophet is doing his Nature Prophet-y thing. He is counter pushing top. It's hard to say who a lane of racks is more valuable for in a game like this, to be quite honest. Here comes the Nether Ward, and that is going to be doing a lot. It's going to be doing probably more damage than you're going to take from a lot of these spells. Quick Swarm thing out here. Viper is in a pretty bad spot here, to be quite honest. I think he's going to be able to escape this one. Minus armor from the Nature Prophet, counteracting quite a lot of his native armor that you'll be getting. Well, not native, but the armor you'll be getting from the mechanism and agility and things like that. So it's nicely done. Not carrying Growling Blades or anything like that. I mean, Nature Prophet's been playing pretty well this game, and he's been reasonably on point with his sprouts. So you really need to get yourself something, cut those trees, break those trees, get yourself 4 staffs and things like that. Anything that can get you out of the trees. So far, Crystal Maiden's the only one that can get out of it as far as I can see, unless Lifestealers. No, he's still not hanging on to that, so that's fine. But yeah, you need to be able to get out of that. Because if not, it is a... How long does this last? Duration, 5.25 seconds stun. That is a disabled stun. But yes, it's pretty scary. It really is. Bug checking on the roast timer there. It's going to be a little while yet. Let me see. It's going to be about 2 minutes, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that. On the Roshan. Or is it? Hard to tell. Yeah, I'm still not really sure what the Roshan timers actually mean, to be quite honest. Down the bottom here, looks like Pugman is going to push in this bottom lane. They really want this bottom lane. They really should push the top as well. Nature Prophet coming in here with the Shadow Blade. Looks like he's going to be able to pick off this Crystal Maiden. No problem at all. 5 hits there. And that was a waste of an ultimate there from a Scarlet Mage and a waste of a lot of mana. So he does have enough to cast 2 now? Yeah, he's got 2 now until he reaches level 16. When he reaches level 16, he's not going to have enough, basically. So we really need to build some pure int items, like maybe I like the Atos for that other reason as well. It gives him a bigger mana pool. I like South Vice on him as well, which is pretty good. South Vice, huge amounts of damage, and also great use as well. Nature Prophet doing as usual up here, pushing. Down the bottom here, it seems to be a little bit of slowdown here. It's been really high action up to this point, but it's averaging out a little bit now. People are a little more scared to engage on things that they're not quite as certain about. Because if Dire lose 2 or 3 heroes, then Rax. If Radiant lose 2 or 3 heroes, game, basically. Ancient will probably go down if they get an unfavourable trade, maybe a 4-1 or something like that, 4 dead to 1 of their dead. They will lose. They've got very fast pushers in the form of the Pugna, and of course Lifestealer does a lot of damage to towers as well. So it's something to bear in mind. TPO action here from the Elder Titan onto the mid. Nature Prophet running away like a little girl with a Shadow Walk. He's going to try and go on this one by loads of things, but he's not going to be able to... What was the point of that sprout? He was a little bit late in his reactions there. And he's going to get turned around here. There we go, and just managed to pick up the kill there. Nature Prophet getting killed there by a creep, actually. Mega creep. Real mega creep. Leaving the gem on the ground, they do not need another gem, because they've already got a gem and the life stealer. So, yeah. Even if he had Shadow Blade there, he obviously would have died because of that. Completely forgot about that one. That about here is still trying to slow siege this one. The tower is pretty darn low, to be quite honest. Once you get the tower down, then creep up a little bit, creep to push a little better. Only needs a little bit of damage, and it'll do a lot more. Sleep coming out there from the Elder Titan, and they just don't seem to understand these nether wards. Don't throw spells with a nether ward down. It's terrifying the amount of damage it'll do there. Didn't Ninja Prophet taking down the... Oh, sorry, Death Prophet, one of the Prophets, taking down the Lifestealer there. Scarif Mage taking down the Elder Titan there with the slow-moving Wings of Death and the Arcane Bolt. Try to use the ultimate there from Zeus, and he's got his Refresher. He probably should use it. Unless... Nope, Death Prophet is very, very fast. Completely forgot about that. Crypt Swarm and a couple of right clicks, and he will be dead. Will he do it? Will he do it? Will he do it? No, he won't. He's going to wisely save the Refresher Orb, as he should. You should not be wasting Refresher just to get a Crystal Maiden. On the top here, Nature Prophet pushing out the top lane a little bit, try to stop them from getting in here and doing a little bit more tower damage here. Tower is very, very low. Deny range, but not worth denying in my opinion. Unless there's sieges. Yeah, it's difficult. I can never decide whether I want to deny these towers. It's sometimes worth it, sometimes not. A gold lead like this, it's not going to make much of a difference. The later we get in this game, the gold lead will still stay the same, maybe, but it'll mean less. You're looking at net worths now. I mean, say for example, the Nature Prophet is almost 6 slot, basically. So we'll be picking up Mjolnir very shortly. Mid tower going to go down here to Drow Ranger. Still not got anything here. Not got the crystals handed out yet. Not seen many good stuns out, silences out from her as well. So she picks up that tower as well. Drow Ranger feels broken to me. Like 270 damage you get from only having a Yasha and a broadsword and a couple of Wraith Bands. It's pretty ridiculous. Nature Prophet is going to nuke this tower down. They're not going to be able to react in time, and he should just get out of here straight away. Get out. Get out. The ult there from Zeus, actually a pretty good idea, to be quite honest. Drow Ranger, because they get vision. One thing lets Nature Prophet know how much time they're working with here. Elder Titan dropping pretty low. Pugna almost died there as well. I'm not sure if you knew that one or not.
Dire's top barracks is under attack.
Yeah. Top barracks, but they're not too bad at the moment. They really need to get the mid lane of racks if they can. Mid is obviously the hardest to high ground push because it's closest to everything. But if they get that, that'll take a lot of the pressure off their mid. Conversely, any racks they get basically will be a big advantage. Heart coming up now on the Lifestealer. He is pretty much 6 slotted now. He can get himself, of course, the Abyssal, get himself the Abyssal, and trade the gem, the Midas for something. Maybe MKB or... not actually sure. Let me theory craft a tad here. Daedalus is good on him. Monkey and Bar is good on him. Rapier's risky but good on him. Go for an S&Y, I guess, and I'll give him move speed as well. Yeah, I think an S&Y is probably pretty good. Lifestealer is reasonably... he's better as a melee hero. You need a lot of movement speed because you can get kited fairly easily. I mean, like, Death Prophet's got 488 movement speed with Phase Boots, so, you know. So he is. He's a bit faster, of course, because of the boots of travel, but looks like this is the calm before the storm a little bit here. Viper getting engaged upon here. He's thrown out a lot of damage here. There's a bit of a whiff there from the Scaraf, but obviously it stops him from running anywhere at all. Nature Prophet, nice use there of the Orchid, and stops taking too much damage in turn. Because if Viper's silenced, he can't do very much. To be honest, this damage is fairly minimal. Okay. Down here in the bottom, looks like Crystal Maiden's going to get picked off. Big overextend there from her, unfortunately. Not good. Death Prophet's actually sitting on 12 stacks of the Bloodstone, which is pretty good. She's got herself a heart, she's really tanky. Could maybe do with picking up a Blade Mail now, or something of that ilk. Blade Mail's pretty good on Death Prophet. Yules is also very, very good on her because you get the movement speed in, as well as if you cast Exorcism and then use your Yules, you are invincible while casting Exorcism for a couple of seconds, which is pretty good. Yules cast on yourself, obviously, that's what I was trying to get at there. So it looks like we're really, really going to try and get this bomb Rax here. I don't think they're going to be able to be honest. Nature Prophet is down, however. They're going to get this tower here just now. The Exorcism comes out here from the Death Prophet. He's going to do quite a lot of damage here. Elder Titan getting a pretty low drag drop in as well. Elder Titan going down, but I think the Death Prophet is going to go down in return here. Scarith Mage doing quite a lot of damage here to the Scarith Mage. Probably should be focusing on the Lifestealer, to be quite honest. He's going to go down as well. Lifestealer far too tanky. If you've got someone to attack, he is going to win most man fights, to be honest. You don't stand still with him, and you don't even do damage to him.
Structures have been fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
I'll give him that. Almost got a comeback, but not quite.
Radiant's
So yeah, that's two Releans of Rax. The Nature Prophet did try, but not quite enough, really. Yeah, Ratozo. Yeah, almost Ratozo. Yep, so that's going to be the mid tower going down as well now. They don't really have much of a chance. It's going to be the Nature Prophet coming out very shortly. They could turn this, but I doubt it.
That was a great mad lib.
So yeah, unless they get really over enthused and Fountain Dive. If they Fountain Dive, they could lose, basically. But that's pretty much the only way that they're going to do anything here. Nature Prophet going to come in here and he's going to engage on. Oh, nicely played there. Nature Prophet picking up on the Pugna. Scarith buying back there, and it looks like he might be able to catch out the Lifestealer as well. The Frost Arrow is coming out from the Dry Ranger, and it's nice play there. And it's going to be dead. Oh my god, could this be the comeback? Could this be a comeback here? So they're going to chase this Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden is not fast enough to get away from this, I don't think. Crystal Maiden, a naturally slow hero as well. Yep, there we go. Nature Prophet cutting her off there with a nice wee teleport. And this is looking bad, to be honest. Buyback status on... buyback status. Oh, that's gold per minute. Buyback status. So they've got one on the Lifestealer. They've got 3 buybacks. So that's okay, actually. Drowned your opponent, P-Need, the Elder Titan. So it's pretty good now. The Chrysalis makes her do a lot more damage, of course. Chrysalis on heroes like Dry Ranger and Singlet Sven. Normally I'd say leave crit for a much later item, but with heroes that naturally increase your damage with abilities, then yeah, go for it. Go for it. Sven, God Strength. Chrysalis, very good. Excuse me. Craving's getting the better of me. Anyway, up here on the top here, Pugna is picking up nothing. He's picking up a nothing, an absolute nothing. I thought he'd maybe be going for his Aghanims, because a lot of Aghanims on Pugna, it's just so good. I've not seen many great life drains coming out from this game, but... I think perhaps if they swapped the Skywrath for a Pugna on the Radiant side, they would have had a much better game, to be honest. I'll look at the gold chart, see out what the swing's like. It's still sitting at 1500, it had a bit of a swing back up in favour of the Radiant, but not much. Pulled it back straight away. Gonna get Roshan here, and then they should be able to just high ground it straight away.
Roshan has been killed by the Dire.
So yeah, Zeus managing to scout that one out just at the end there, so they do know, well, obviously they know they had the Aegis, but they know who's got it and things like that, so that's fine. Yep, so just going to fight up here. He's got the Abyssal, he's got the Mjolnir, he's got the Aegis, he is 6 slotted apart from the Hand of Midas. So it's pretty terrifying, to be quite honest. And they're just going to hug this tower. They know that it's coming, they know the push is coming. They're really farmed. So, well, the Lifestealer is really farmed, the Viper's okayly farmed, I guess. But the Viper's tanky, of course. Nature Prophet going to scout them out here with the Shadow Blade here, so he knows not to engage. He was maybe thinking about going on the Viper there, but he had support. This is 5 men just floating about here, they're just waiting for the engagement, the calm before the storm. And this will be the battle that the fight that decides the game, to be honest. I don't think holding on buyback gold is a good plan at this point, to be quite honest. Well, maybe. If it goes down, it's going to be a full team wipe, basically, I think. One thing I know, there's not actually any really big team fight ultis. I mean, they've got 2 globals on Nature's Prophet, and they've got the global and Death Prophet, so they could win team fight, 5v5 team fight, but of course they all cost mana, and Pugna will punish them for that one. Punish them for their insolence with a Nether Ward. Still waiting on the slow siege here. They're probably better pushing the top, where they could try and get a Rax again, and if they mega creeps them, then it's completely guaranteed. Maybe, I mean, it's sitting at 51 minutes, maybe they're just getting a little bit sick and tired of getting pushed back. Dragon's sitting at 2,000 gold at the moment. She's she's almost down the bottom, really. She's behind the Skywrath and everything, so yeah. Skywrath Mage has got himself his Aghanim Scepter. He's picked up a Mystic Staff. That'll give him enough intelligence to cast off at least 2 of the Mystic Flares, but he is stunned up there by the Elder Titan. That's unfortunate. X doesn't drop by here by the Death Prophet. That's going to catch out quite a lot of them and do quite a lot of damage. It is level 3 now as well. Mr. Flare coming out and whiffing a little bit there. Skywrath not got quite enough mana to cast anymore. The Shiva's Guard coming out as well. The Viper throwing out a lot of damage there. The Zeus does not have buyback as well. He did not use his Refresher Orb there, unfortunately. Should have used that as an engagement tool. We knew there was a fight coming. Oh my god, Nature's Prophet could actually kill them both here. The Aegis is going to come up here, but the Drow Ranger, yeah, bit risky. I look at Nature's Prophet is going to pick him off here. Drow Ranger going to be in a bit of a bad spot here. Death Prophet buying back there as well, and they've got Nature's Prophet and Death Prophet, so they can push this really hard. Lifestealer is very farmed, but I don't think he can hold off a push. They're going to need to leave at least 1 to hold off for a little while, but yeah. I don't know. I think they've really thrown away their lead. They left it too late. They gave the Nature's Prophet enough time to farm, and he's right-clicking pretty hard now, to be honest. He's on 2.5k as well.
Radiant's Ancient is being attacked.
And he's got buyback as well, so it's going to be quite scary. He's got himself a Soul Cuirass as well. I thought maybe go for a Mjolnir. But he's going for the more team fighty one. So yeah, he's on 384 last hits. Pretty nicely done on the old Rat Prophet. Kind of pushing with his Treants as well. That's a good thing to do as well. Takes a little bit of pressure off his top and reduces the risk of it being taken down. They probably can backdoor if they want to. Lifesteal's hitting pretty darn hard at the moment. You can do with selling off this Hand of Midas pretty soon and picking up another damage item or something like that. Oh, never mind. He's actually picked up a Hyperstone, so it looks like it's probably going to be a Assault Cuirass. Rat Doto is doing his Rat Doto thing. Here comes Frostbite, and that's going to be an engagement there. Lifestealer is going to take him down. No problem at all here. I don't know why. Ah, there we go. Managed to get off the Shadow Blade, but not quite enough. The Crystal Maiden on ball there with the Sentry Ward. Nicely done. So they have no Nature's Prophet. He does have buyback though, so he can use that if he so chooses to, and he probably will need to be honest. This is going to push very fast, I think.
I sprout anew.
Yep, Nature's Prophet buyback here. It's going to be an engagement. So yeah. Pugna still has his Nether Ward as well here. That'll be able to take down the Skywrath Mage very easily. I think Skywrath made a big mistake going for the Aghanim Scepter and accounts for all of his deaths. He got a lot of kills out of it, but probably no kills he wouldn't necessarily got otherwise, because the cooldown on it is... can't remember what the cooldown is, and it's pretty low anyway. It's like 20 seconds or something like that when you don't have the Ag, so it's not a big deal really. It's got a huge mana pool when you're mega farmed that could work out, but you don't often get with that. Skywrath, he kind of falls off late game usually. As you get more, as the enemy gets more magic resist and things like that, and they're going to be getting quite a lot of magic resist and Pipe of Insight, so something to bear in mind. Skywrath just throwing off a weak concussive shot there, trying to slow down this push a little bit here. Nether Ward going to scare him off from throwing any real damage. But it looks like they're just going to try and push this one back. It looks like they are actually going to take this one as well. All they need to do is just focus this one. Oh, there we go. Like Crystal Maiden going down there as well. Double ult there from the Zeus. And they're going to pick off the Viper as well here, not caring about the ult there. Lifestealer going ham on this one. He does not have Aegis this time, so he goes down. Life Drain coming out from the Pugna, and he's being chased by the Elder Titan, but I think he's actually going to go down. Slow moving death. There we go. Full team wipe. Nicely played there by Radiant. And it looks like they may actually be able to get this. Doto is up here, and he is farming this tower. Barracks is going to go down here, and that's going to take a lot of pressure off the top. Shadow Blading out, of course. You should remember that the Sentry Ward is still there. So, something to bear in mind. Scarlet Mage's taking quite a lot of damage here. He's going to have to go back to base. Bit of rage there from the Lifestealer. It's unfortunate. Ran off just in time. So they did manage to get the range racks. Range racks will push it just slightly. Melee racks is a little bit better. Huge group wave here, so it's probably still going to push forward, I think. So yeah. Scar's farming up a little bit here. He's sitting on 90 last hits. He's getting pretty close. He's got Shivas now, I think. Shivas. Yeah, it's only 600. I thought it was cheap because, of course, there was that infinite purge cast the pub. That's the word where someone Skeleton King went Shivas Recipe Rush straight off the bat. First item. 2 gems sitting in the fountain as well. Obviously not wanting to be carrying them because of Nature's Prophet and to be not seen rather than anything else. I apologise for the traffic. Rather large lorry going past at the moment. Yeah, so Viper not going to be able to get anything from the buyback here. He's still sitting on the Chrysalis. He's not really done much recently. The Zeus he's got himself as Aghanim as well, so he's going to be doing, that's 640, I think that was actually do. Increases damage, yeah, 640, 1280, 1280 damage with the Thunder God's Wrath, plus 22% on the static field. That's a lot. That is a lot. That will kill most of them. Crystal Maiden will go down to that, pretty much. Although she does have the Pipe of Insight, so it might reduce it. So, yeah, I'm not actually sure how that would work out. Lifesteal picks up a plate mail now. All he needs is a recipe. Unless he's got a second courier, it does not. Yeah, he needs a recipe and the Flurgly Burr, the chainmail. And maybe we'll cast that off. So we're going to try and push out this top as well. Got a big creep wave here. I don't seem quite enough here. The Death Prophet is pretty good at counter pushing here with the Crypt Swarm. So yes, Pugna using Shadow Blade there. He's pushed out a little bit here by the Nature Prophet. Illusions here. He's got Manta Style now as well. So he's got an even faster push if he needs to. He probably could just go straight back here and push this tower out, provided he's got a Shadow Blade. But a bit risky at the moment because they are going to push this. They've got it's a lot easier. The Radiant have to defend a lot harder with two sets of racks down compared to just one range racks.
Those people had families.
Nature Prophet owning Pugna down there as well. Double ultimate coming out there from the Zeus, and that's going to put them in a bit of a bad spot. They're going in negative health at the start of this engagement. I think Radiant really should push this one. Push the fight and really push it. Gust of Shot coming out here in the Elder Titan, and the pipe has run out as well. The Ancient's taking quite a bit of damage here, but not too much. The Nature Prophet ultimate managing to stop a good deal of it. 30 seconds on the Roshan respawn as well over here. I think when they were low health after the double Zeus ult, they should have gone for it, to be quite honest. Maybe sent one back-ish, just to push the creep wave a little bit. And maybe they wouldn't get it. They are still pretty low. Well, reasonably low-ish, the Elder Titan and the Viper. So maybe should go for that. Not sure. It's really hard to defend against double mega creeps. It's not fun at all. Ultimate coming out there on the Viper, but he is pretty tanky, so he's not going to be able to take too much. He's at 2,100 health, and what's my magic resistance? 43%. It's pretty scary. But yeah, where'd you get the magic resistance from, actually? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now from Corrosive Skin, that's the one. Yep, not going to be doing quite enough damage there, unfortunately. I think Dire did do well picking the heroes that they did pick, because, yeah, it's did pretty well with a native magic regen. There we go, not enough on the ultimate there from the Zeus to get any kills, but it'll push them a little bit further back. Server ward up here as well, and up on high ground here. So yep, Dire's warding has been much better. That is all Crystal Maiden, every day. Still no BKBs on anyone, which is unfortunate. Yeah. So it's just, I think at this stage in the game, most people just like, we've been doing this for so long, we really don't want to lose it, because if not, it feels like time wasted. But just man up and do it. I really think Radiant are in a stronger spot in team fights. They can win, but I think they might just be slow siege down. Roshan killed, and no space for it here. The Lifestealer sells his, finally sells that reliable Midas, and picks up the Aegis, so he is 6 slotted completely now. Effectively. Nature Prophet, nicely done there, taking the top racks. Going to take a little bit of the heat off. I think he should need to go and focus on the bottom here. He should be able to backdoor this one, I think. He shouldn't have too much of a problem there. Okay, there's an engagement here, looks like it. Here comes the Rage, and it's going to go on to the Dry Ranger. Still not got a huge amount, she's got a Manta though, I managed to save her life a good bit there. Ultimate coming out there from the Elder Titan there, and the Exorcism did a lot of damage here. Here comes the double ult from the Zeus, and that is going to take down quite a lot of them. Pugdon goes down as well as the Lifestealer, and it looks like the Elder Titan's going to go down as well. Lifestealer is still alive, but can he survive this? Can he survive this one? Scarith Mage not quite up for man fighting him, obviously, because he is a fed ass. Nice. There we go, and there comes the ult, and that is going to be dead. So that is all pretty much a team wipe there. All of their important heroes gone down. So they could counter push this one. The Nature Prophet, where is he? Where is he? Why is he not TPing top? TP top. TP top. Come on. TP top. Manly push. Come on. Nope. No manly push there. Buyback there from the Lifestealer. He's not going to have that for 6 minutes. So yes, it's going to be pretty bad for him. Nature Prophet killing the Crystal Maiden as well. It's going to be a support gone. Disable out of the way. Yes, not nice at all. Still farming up this jungle. I don't know what he needs more gold for, to be quite honest. Maybe sell, I don't know, something and buy something. I don't know. So yeah, Scarith Mage has got himself a Shiva's Guard, so he's got a lot more mana. He's sitting on 2.9k, probably doing pickling another Mystic Staff, and that'll increase his mana pool and his Arcane Bolt damage as well. Pick up that, and maybe pick up a Sheep Stick, and if you sheep the Lifestealer, he's not going to do much at all. They really need disables, to be quite honest. Here comes the engagement there from the Nature Prophet, and there we go. That's going to be a guaranteed kill there. Nature Prophet hitting for a lot of damage. They're going to take this mid tower, no problem at all. They cannot defend this with just a Pugnat and a Lifestealer. If Lifestealer goes in, he will feed, and that'll be a dieback, effectively. So there we go. That is a middle barracks as well. Down the bottom, it looks like Zeus and Death Prophet are pushing this out quite well. The Viper and the CM are still down, but they could be able to defend this, I think. Here comes a stomp from the Elder Titan. Should be able to slow down this a good bit. But that is 2 for 2 now. It's really equalising now. We'll have a look at the gold chart actually and see how that's doing. Oh, it's almost at 5k, so it's effectively nothing this stage in the game. Dry Ranger's still not got much, to be quite honest. 170 last hits, but she died 15 times. Not been that effective this game, but as I've explained earlier in the match, that was not necessarily her fault. Nature Prophet played really good Rat Doto here. I don't particularly like Rat Doto. Kind of takes away from all the other aspects of the game, really, I think. Nature Prophet, Death Prophet, for the first time using her ultimate to take down towers, so that's nice. And there we go, that is going to be mega creeps actually. Nice got out, a really bad spot here. He's actually silenced as well, the Orchid, and he is going to go down as well. Nature Prophet not caring about the life drain there, and it looks like they're going to take this as well. I don't think they can defend this, they really can't. Elder Titan going down there very easily. And there we go, that is a team wipe apart from the Pugnat. The Pugnat can't do anything. He's going to try and go for a last ditch attempt on their tower, but it's not going to happen. So yes, there we go. That is going to be GG. Well played there by the Radiant. Good comeback. I think that Dire should have pushed a lot earlier, to be quite honest. If they pushed earlier and prevented Death Prophet, the Nature's Prophet from getting where he did, they would have won it easily. I think Lifestealer got a little bit too carried away with farming and things like that, and they just couldn't quite man fight into them. So yeah, that was a good game. Thanks very much for watching. I am Zizan, of course. Feel free to subscribe if you like my stuff. If you leave a comment, I'll actually you may be selected for me to cast your game. Sorry, I've been talking for a long time. My brain's a little bit melty. But, I'll cast your game if you leave me a comment. It'd be the Dota buff link or just the match ID. Match ID is just fine because I usually do it blind anyway. Just got to say that no 15-minute stomps. I've had enough of them in the last few weeks. So yeah, thank you very much. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter. I have Twitter now. It's very exciting. Thanks very much, and goodbye.